Is December 4th, 2024. This is Joni's side of the story. As I had said, I was not going to participate in the dialogue, but now that I found some more information on Joni addressing the allegations of sexual abuse or SA as stated, I thought it was appropriate that we have a conversation. The court of public opinion is now in session. Uh, while most people on the panel had addressed this, and I will link the video in the description box, the panel basically said that people didn't have the right to judge. And I thought that was a pretty broad statement because this is a very public matter when we're dealing with an issue on SA because it becomes a public matter because it does endanger the child's welfare. And this could be any child. This doesn't have to be Joni's grandchild. This can be any child. So with that being the principal issue, let's address that first. Secondly, let's talk about the issue at Daystar. Now, it's a public issue because they are public figures. Now, third, do we as a public in this forum that I am addressing in the court of public opinion, do we have a right to know what's going on? Sure, certainly. It's a public matter, they're public figures, and even if we're low level reporting on these concerns, we and those who have survived SA should be aware of what's going on. We should have our radar up anyway because of something like this. And this is a topic of discussion. It has become a public matter because they are public people. So, with those three things that I've just addressed, let's get into the story. Joni went public yesterday about this topic. Now, Joni is a Daystar public figure and also addresses news topics, several other Daystar programming. I think you know who I'm talking about when I say Joni Lamb. Now, you don't have to view Daystar to know who Joni Lamb is now that she's been broadly stroked as this person who's covered up or something along those lines, but that might not be the case. From listening to this video, she's addressing the allegations. Now, are they allegations or are they not? Can they be proven in court? This is the reason why we should go forward and see if this is something that Joni Lamb's son, Jonathan, and Susie should go to court and address it in a legal way. Because really, the court of public opinion really should not be the one to judge these things. We want justice done correctly, not in the court of public opinion. But we can have an informed opinion on the matters. Unlike what Joni said, she says low-level reporting is unfair and paints a picture of her as an accused person. She is not accused of anything. I would not accuse anybody of anything. I would like to know the facts, and she's addressing it. So I appreciate that she's addressing this once and for all. So with that being said, I think that's a very broad and very bold statement that she made, that low-level reporting is, or reporters on YouTube are doing this when she's filing its cease and desist orders, because it must be pretty important because a lot of the people that are getting cease and desist orders have a huge following, so that you know it's not people like me. I would like to hear both sides of the story. I want to hear both Joni Lamb's side and Susie and Jonathan's side. That's why the court of public opinion should be fair and balance. It should be fair and balanced for both sides so we can get the whole story and not part of the story. I think it's only fair, but for us to make a prejudge this situation, I think would be unfair. And I got a new cup. I like it better. It's better than that yellow cup that I had. I think so. So, anyway, so one thing I wanted to mention out of this video that I got, that I said I would link in the description box below, is how do you feel about low level reporting? And what is low level reporting? Does that mean that I don't, me personally, because I don't have a whole lot of subscribers, does that make me a low level reporter? Well, let me tell you my resume. I'm not a reporter. I am not that. I have a field report that does, we do come on here and do various topics on Jesus, on topics about news stories, but we're not on here every day. We're not a Daystar channel. We're not a channel that has an elaborate studio. We're just here blogging at random. But my resume, personally, is that I was on radio. I was a voiceover. So for me, this is not really that platform that has the same equivalence of a Daystar channel. So I'm not trying to compete in the same, I would say, I'm not trying to compete at all. I'm just saying that my genre is R&B gospel music radio stations that I've worked in, and that's where I really fit in. This is just a side gig for me, and it's meant for veterans and things that I do for veteran causes and blogging too. But it's for anybody. It's not low level reporting though, it's the quality of the reporting. It's getting up and coming into my kitchen and looking presentable and doing the best I can to blog and do the and have the content of the information so that I can bring across the best information possible. Sometimes I'm good at it, sometimes I'm not. I never profess to be a broadcaster or reporter, but I do report on topics that are relevant and current events. So when Joni refers to low level reporting, I think she's referring to the Roy's report because she said it was a written report. So when you capture this early into her discussion, she does make references to reports. So if you're wondering what's going to go on from here, from the allegations that Susie makes and Jonathan makes towards their mother, I think this back and forth is going to go on for a while until it actually gets to court. The court of public opinion is adjourned. There's not much more I could say about this. I really don't think it's just going to be more of a back and forth between both parties. I think that they need to go to a higher court other than the court of public opinion because the opinion is on here is that it's just going to be a lot of drama back and forth. That's my final statement on this matter. Thank you for listening to the Court of Public Opinion here at the Field Report. God bless you and have a great day.